What's up, guys? Let me know when you guys are here. I had a couple of things to go over. Hey, Chuck. Hey, JLM. How are you guys? What's going on? Can you guys hear me okay? Chuck, can you hear me okay? All right, good. Thank you. Chuck, give me 1 second. Hang on. I'm gonna, hold on. I'm just gonna do one thing. Chuck, just type one more thing for me, please, if you don't mind. Just say hi or something. Um, mm, okay, I'm glad. I'm glad the audio seems well. I mean, what do you mean a complaint festival? JLM. Chuck, are you there? Well, JLM, I haven't even started. I was just gonna break down a couple things. Like, I'm not, let's put it this way. I'm not having any complaints about anything. So I don't know what you're starting off the chat talking about that. So you can do what you need to do. This is a friendly chat. I always have a friendly, very much friendly live stream. Okay. There's no hate here. The people that come in here are not hateful. Hey Chris, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, that's yeah. I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come in because I have some things I need to say, but not just yet. But I'm glad to see everybody kind of coming in and trickling in. And yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough day. Not a rough day. It's been a tiring day, I should say. Like, just stuff. I had to do stuff. Like, stuff I didn't want to have to do over and over and over again. Chris, I'm glad you're good. I'm so glad. Thank you. um, hey, Tommy, what's up? How are you? Dude, guys, I had to take down my entire flipping Christmas tree today. Okay? Because it was tilted and I tried to fix it. And then the whole freaking thing fell over. And I'm like, oh, and we had to take it all down and we had to put it all back together. Oh, Tommy, you're not good. What's up, baby? I don't like to hear that. We're here for you, sweetheart. I'm talking about my Christmas tree almost falling over. We were like friggin' Chevy Chase's Christmas vacation, trying to laugh it off, not laughing it off. It was so ridiculous. Thank you for sharing it, honey. Tommy, I'm gonna open up the panel in a couple minutes. If you want to come up, I mean, please stay. Please, you're welcome to. This is like a no, this is a no hate zone. My fucking Christmas tree fell over. And I had to fucking pick the whole fucking thing up and have. I had 7 ornaments that broke today, okay? 7 ornaments. Oh my god. Didn't need 7 ornaments broken. But either way, 7 ornaments broke. Thomas, are you okay? Are you talking to me? Hello. Yeah, Tommy, I feel you. I feel you and I understand. Trust me. I get what you're saying. Well, yeah, Tommy, a lot of people are fake. Yeah, I'm not fake. I'm not fake. And you know that about me. Come on, Tommy, you know that about me. That's probably what pisses people off is that I'm as real as you can get. That's probably what pisses some people off about you too, is that you are so flippin' real and you put your shit out there and you are emotional and you are like, in terms of your emotion, like you put it all out there. No, Chris, you're not fake. No, no. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Listen, you always have a place. You always have a place in my home here. This is my home. This is my sanctuary. This is my chat. This is what I call my home, okay? This is where I protect my people, okay? I will never let bullshit infiltrate this. I will try my best never to let bullshit infiltrate this. Yeah, Chris, right? We just don't. We just don't do that flippin' dance over here. We don't. Hey, Dawn. Thank you. We don't. We don't do that dance over here, Dawn, right? I might be talking about a couple of things in a little bit that are bothering me, but that has to do with me, not anybody else. That's my own ish, you know? But that has nothing to do with nobody else. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I really do. I'm so glad you guys are here. Please just hit the thumbs up. Please just, whether you guys want to stay and chat, whether you want to stay and listen, this is a very, very chill environment over here. Hey, what's up, Joe? How are you, Mars? What's going on, guys? Tommy, it's like, how you say, Tommy, I hope you're still here listening. So, how you say sometimes, thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. Tommy, how you say, like, you go live sometimes because it's like your therapeutic process, like, it's the way you have to just sometimes talk through things, like with whatever you're going through in that moment or that day, you know. It's like the same thing with me, because not everything is okay with all of us all the time. And, there's going to be different points in our lives where we got to talk through shit. We got to work through shit. We got to whatever, Um, and there's a part of something that I've been going through for quite a while that I'm still in the process of healing from. And there's, I think, so many parts in the healing process that are not necessarily mapped out or written out, but we go through, right? Um, we go through the grieving stages and we go through the anger stages, we go through the acceptance stages, and all of that, okay? And then I don't really know what goes on beyond that, right? It's kind of up to us to dictate to our own selves as to how we move forward from loss, okay? And that's exactly what I'm talking about tonight is that, I have a very significant loss in my life that it's, hey, Tommy, I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're listening. I have a very significant loss in my life that happened almost 10 years ago. And I am still trying to figure out how to maybe compartmentalize it. Like, in terms of the way that my brain works, is like, I gotta freaking figure it out. Because if I can figure it out and I can put it into certain places, and like I can then move past it. And this is one that I just have not been able to. I just can't. I just can't. And it was the loss of my niece, and she was very young, and I just cannot compartmentalize it. I just cannot move past it. And so part of my platform is just, it might be redundant and it might be repetitive and it might be annoying to some people, and I'm sorry that if it is. I just have to continue to talk about it because that's my own therapeutic way of getting through it, if that makes any sense. And I was really taken aback when I first mentioned even this, not that long ago, that there were so many people that were so horrifically hateful about it, wanted to depict it, wanted to basically denounce it and make it not my story, and say these horrific things about me and my family or my niece. And I'm so angry that to this day I feel like this is something like I just, I am 11 days away from the 10-year anniversary of my niece's death, and I am so grateful for the growth that we've all had as a family and a community in terms of how everybody came together. But it is so hard sometimes because the grieving process just doesn't end, especially when it comes to a child. And I don't care what it is. I don't care how long it's been, and it takes you to go through an experience like that in your life to just never really understand it. And I really hope never anybody else has to understand what it's like. And it's so difficult and it's so tragic and it's so hard. And then I'm reading things that are like being spoken about in communities where, I was friendly with people and then I'm not. And then there's other people that are having these incredible comments about how my niece is not my niece. And it is so sad. And it is so depressing. And it is so disingenuous. And it's like, y'all ain't human if you're going to be doing that kind of crap. It's not normal. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. JLM. It's like it happened yesterday, you know? Thank you, Dawn. And I'm not doing this. Thank you so much for your kind words. I'm just saying this like as kind of like a public service message. Like I'm not trying to be like, please feel sorry for me. Like I'm not doing it as that. But it is so hurtful because I'm watching these comments happen in chats where people are like depicting it and saying, this wasn't my niece, this wasn't my family. And it's like being re victimized over and over again, which, is taken me so long to even just speak out about it because my family's been so private. Okay. And then you're called a liar, then you're called a fake victim, then you're being re victimized, whether they realize it or not. And I'm like, I don't really understand what goes through people's minds at the end of the day because I would just leave it alone. Even if I thought at the end of the day somebody wasn't somebody's relative, I wouldn't fucking do that shit to them. Hey, random, how are you? Yeah. I mean, JLM, like, yeah. And you know what? I didn't have to do it earlier on in life, and I had to do a lot of that. My 20s and my 30s and my 40s. And I'm like, it sucks. It sucks hardcore. No one prepares you for it. No one prepares you for having to get ready to do things that you've never had to do. I mean, even if you lose somebody in their older age, like a grandparent or a great aunt or uncle, still no one prepares you for it. No one prepares you for it. But it still happens and it still sucks and it's still awful. But you know what? When it comes time to like having something happen to a loved one when they're young and someone wants to fucking say that that didn't happen or that's not your relative, they can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. I'm just over it. I mean, I'm just over it. And I was reading through some comments on a video that was done of me about a month ago in regards to this. And the comments were just so god awful. Dawn, are you still here, babe? I think Dawn's still here, right? Yeah, Dawn has been a ride or die with me from day one when we started chatting together, in other people's chats. Of course, random. You're always seen. I hope you know that. Hold on, hang on. All right. Dawn, just say something else. Dawn has been a good friend. You guys have all been good friends. You all have been good friends. You know? Thank you, Dawn. All right, so Dawn, I'm gonna hmm, random. Thank you. Yeah, there's something I definitely want to point out. Wait, Jalen, what? Are you going? You're leaving, but you want to leave it with a joke? What? Better seen than viewed. Well, yeah. Don't shut up. You are. Fuck you. Well, Jalen, you know what? I wasn't even thinking that. Um, I was thinking, yeah, I get what you're saying. Dark joke. Yeah, Don, thank you. I'm glad you get my humor. You know what? I'd rather be seen all the time in life rather than like a passerby. That's being viewed. I wasn't even thinking of it like that, like in a casket viewed. So you could take a lot of meaning to that. You know, listen, if I'm here, my presence is known. My kids all know that. Everybody in my family knows that. You know. All right. So did you guys? Okay, real quick. Did you guys? Anybody see my? I'm sure some of you did, and I know some of you commented, and it's hard for me to remember because I'm not looking at it. I did a community post right before Thanksgiving. Um, I'm so glad I have a community page, and I forget that I have that now. Yes, madam. I that is one of my many trades is being a hairstylist. Yes. Yep. So I did a community post right before Thanksgiving saying what I was thankful for. And the picture was of me in ICU 11 years ago, hooked up to all kinds of machines, fighting for my life with my twins on either side of me. And basically, every Thanksgiving is a reminder of because my boys were born the end of October, I always remember not only like obviously their birthdays, but very shortly after, I was back in ICU fighting for my life because I had gone into heart failure and all of these other things. Um, yeah, JLM, I am definitely a full-time shrink, whether I'm at work or I'm at home with all of my preteen boys now, and all of that. Yes. Random, I think you just need to come to me because if I highlight your hair, it'll come out right the first time. But yes, we can talk. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you want. And I will tell you what they need to do. In fact, I'm going to start doing more videos of me actually doing live streams in my shop after the first of the year. So everybody can see what I'm doing. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here. So I always think of like Thanksgiving is a time of like, yes, it's Thanksgiving, it's all nostalgic, it's all this, whatever. But I always relate it back to that point in my life where I was literally on my deathbed fighting for my life. And my boys kind of know that. No, 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 random. You can ask me whatever you want, please. It's okay. I can I will sidestep all the time and then go back to whatever. Please. That's not don't be ever be sorry for that. Um I talk about my experience and what I went through for a lot of different reasons. The doctors got it wrong, first and foremost. They got it wrong. They should have never discharged me from the hospital. There were so many things that have happened at that time that were just so it was all insurance based. It was all based on, well, it's been so many days and, you know, we got to discharge you and you got to go home. And I'm like, I can't walk from one end of the room to the other. And I've never had a baby before. And I just had two come out of my body. And I don't really know what I'm supposed to feel like, but I don't feel really good. And they're like, oh, yeah, you're fine. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Oh my God. And I'm like, I go home and I'm like, okay, I gotta, and I'm trying to feed both of these boys, like breastfeed them. Oh my God. And I'm like, I can't see straight. I can't walk from one end of the room to the other. I am so exacerbated, like in terms of my breathing, like all of these things. And I'm like, oh, this is just what you got to go through to be a mother, Because I had no idea. I had no idea. This is not what you go through to be a mother. I mean, you go through a lot. You go through a lot. But it was so beyond my scope of like I just kept telling myself, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to get through. And then I was like, I just don't feel right. Yeah, random. I mean, it's so hard to walk after that. Yeah, I was induced for 3 days before they decided to say, what do you think you want to do? And I go, I don't think these boys are going to come out of me. I think I have to opt for a C-section. 3 days of being induced on Pitocin. I mean, I don't even know. That just weighed so heavily on my heart, literally. And like, so, all of these things played a part in my health decline, you know? And, no, random. Mine were not even ready to come out. But you got to remember too, I had twins. So one of them could have come out, and the other one didn't want to. And then you know what I'm saying? So like, I could have had it. Anyways, long story short is that it was a very long and grueling process just to get to the point of deciding, okay, I'm going to opt for the C-section after 3 days of being induced, 30 days of seeing if they're going to come out, all these things. And like, then all of the aftermath of it, right? Like it was difficult. It was hard. not what I anticipated. It is not this beautiful Zen moment of like giving birth to children, you know? And I'm like, okay. And everything after the fact was certainly not Zen, was certainly not beautiful. It was certainly, life or death. And I'm here to tell the story and I'm here to be an advocate for just being a patient and in general, knowing your own body, knowing how to advocate for yourself, knowing how you're feeling, knowing how to talk to doctors, all of those things, right? And I say all the time, you are who you are and you know yourself. And no matter what situation you are in, um, you have to still speak up for yourself. You are your own advocate. Yeah, random. I was very lucky to have had a lot of help. Um, I was very lucky and I needed it. Um, because I was not well afterwards. I was in ICU and I was fighting for my life. Literally fighting for the chance to be a mother to my children. Literally. And I came out from it on the other end and it was a miracle. They have deemed me a miracle patient at the hospital. I mean, it was like I was not supposed to be here. Okay, JLM, we'll be here. We'll be here. We're just chatting. I appreciate you guys listening. Um, and every time, it comes time to the end of October when my kids' birthdays happen, Thanksgiving, and even Christmas and the holidays, I've always loved the holidays. I really have. And it has even much more of that meaning to me. Yeah, random. Definitely. Please let's talk. Look at this is a great. I want to pin this comment here. That's a great thing. And I'm telling you right now, even to this day, I went to the doctor a few weeks ago because I was not feeling well. And I just said, I know what I need. Like I needed an antibiotic. And they're like, oh no, we can't give that to you. And I'm like, okay, I know this is what I need, you know? And it's amazing how you still cannot stand up for yourself and tell them this is my situation, this has been my medical history and this is what I need, you know? Um yeah, it's so crazy. So um right after this happened, um, you know, a year later, basically a year later, um oh god. Well, there was probably 6 months in between. I had had a lot of family tumultuous stuff going on, sickness wise within my family, which I won't really put any, you know, crazy, um, you know, um, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about. Tommy, I'm so glad you're here. Tommy, I want you to still listen, okay? Please. Yeah, we can stick up for ourselves the older we get, but you know what? Even now, as an older younger woman, they still look at me fucking sideways. They are like, oh. Some doctors respect the hell out of me, and then others are like, oh. So, hold on a second. I'm gonna deviate for a second. Tommy, do you want to come up on panel and chat with me for a few? I'm not gonna go any further with this yet. Tommy, I'll drop a link for you. You want to come up? For all the times you've had me on your panel, you motherfucker, because I love you. Yeah, Random, you're absolutely right. I was in the same boat. I'll be 44 next month. And I'm in the same boat. I was told to trust in doctors and listen to what they say. They are figures of authority. You have to believe everything that they say. And you know what? That's not always true. That's not always true. I have to figure out a way. Maybe Tommy, you can help me with this. I have to link a video that I did. It was with my heart surgeon. About 9.5 years ago, after I had had my surgery. Um talking about my experience, and when I listened and watched the video, so I did my part in the video. I did my interview with the people that were promoting like the heart surgery department at Yale, where I had my everything done basically. Um, and part of my therapeutic process was talking about what had happened with me. I have to figure out a way that I can either link that video to my channel, or I can play it for you guys, even to see, like, to screen share a certain portion of it, because it explains so much. It explains so much that I didn't even realize. Years and years later, after watching it, I'm like, I didn't realize I was this bad. Like, I did not realize that I was this bad. Like, that sick, that much on death's, like, knocking on death's doorstep. Um, it's so crazy, you know? I wonder how I could. Hang on. I'm trying to think of how I can play this. Or if I can get it up here to play for you guys to see. Even if it would be something that you guys would be interested in. Or if I could just link it to my channel. But I'm just curious as to how. I may not be able. I don't know if I can do it in here or not. Tommy, are you still here? Don't make me call you. Yeah, Random. I had shared it with Vern at one time, and he played it on one of his live streams. So that may be what. I'm trying to see how I can. Because I would love to find it to share it with you guys. Well, either way, I'm going to find it. I'm going to link it to my channel. Yeah, Random. That's, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so bear with me for 1 second. And please, everybody, make sure you hit the like, whether you're coming in or out or you're in the bushes. Oh, Chris, good. Thank you for subbing to Tommy's. All right, so. Guys, bear with me for 1 second. You guys still here? Yeah, how is Vern doing? I have not heard anything. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Tommy. I mean, he was here. I'm not sure. Oh, Sharon, thank God. Ah, oh my God. All right. Oh. All right. Sharon, do you want to come up and like co-host with me for just a few? Because I'm getting everything ready. Because guys, I'm gonna play some stuff and I gotta answer to a couple things here. So I hope you guys are ready for this. her in. Yeah, Chris, let's go. We're gonna go. All right, Sharon, let me know when you want to come up. Okay. All right, so no, Jill, I'm sorry. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jalen. That's really that's really rough. I'm so sorry. Mm. Well, sure, you don't have to. Whatever you want to do. All right, hang on, Sharon. Hold on. All right, Sharon, I'm going to drop a link right here in the chat. All right, pull up when you want. Chris.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
My mic was muted. Sorry.
No, man. No,
Can
I
you
know.
hear me?
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Say hello to Sharon.
Cindy, I know how this subject is really tough for you, and it's coming up on your 10-year anniversary, and you have the right to come on here. I mean, nobody has the right to tell SG. You talked about you've had your limit of talking about cancer now,
Yeah,
a deadly disease that you beat. That's enough.
right?
Nobody has the right to get on
No.
anybody when somebody starts their channel and they have something passionate that whatever the hell it is, it doesn't matter. They get to come on and talk about whatever
Well,
they want. If
and
you
thank
don't like it, don't listen. But how dare you try to tell SG oh, we're sick of hearing about the cancer, and to try to question Cindy, or I mean, just it's so disrespectful. If you don't want to hear about it, or you have
it's
anything negative, then go somewhere else, because this
thank
is a
you.
sensitive issue. It's
Well,
not easy for her, and it's just a difficult thing all the way around. And it's very disgusting that people are coming in here questioning her and just giving her a hard time. Does anybody not have a heart? I mean, my
no, thank you.
God.
And you know what?
I just
Here's the
know
thing.
it's hard for you, and
Thank
nobody has the right to make it any harder.
you. No, no. And that's the thing. Yeah, Dawn, you're right. Oh, Torque, thanks for coming in, honey. I appreciate it. Um, oh my God, like, no, you're right. And thank you for like coming up, and you've always been like an advocate, and you've always been a very good supportive of a support system for me, and I want to say that to you. Um,
Oh,
like,
and vice versa. Thank
oh, you're
you.
welcome. Of course. I mean, I wouldn't do anything else. Like, that's just me. Like, the hardest part for me is like, I didn't realize when I first started speaking about it, and it took so long just for me to speak about it, that there was going to be that much doubt and hate, you know?
Right. It's
I didn't know.
unfathomable, isn't it? That anybody would be like that.
No, I
Like
didn't.
the worst thing you could possibly think of, an elementary school getting a massacre. Like, could you think of anything worse?
Mhm.
Not
No,
to really paint the picture. I'm not trying to do that to you, Cindy, but I'm just trying to paint it to other people who
no,
are insensitive. Like, come
no.
on, guys. Like, lots of little kids lost their lives. Like, nothing is more tragic than that. Have some heart. And if you don't, then keep it moving. Don't come in here and rain on her parade when she's
You
trying
have
to
to
do something therapeutic and do something
right.
positive.
You don't have to express your negative opinions, and uh, people can have all of the opinions in the world.
Yeah, you just don't always have to let them be known. You know what I'm saying? Especially during a sensitive issue. You don't have to let your fucking opinion be known when you know it's going to upset somebody. Just keep it to yourself and it doesn't matter.
Well, here's my thinking, like, and so I always think of both sides, right? Like I'm so proactive and I think of every side of it and blah blah blah. And this is where my I shouldn't always be like that because I don't want to always be that diplomatic in my own mind. And I'm like, well, like people can always have another side to their thinking and think, well, you shouldn't share it out there because if you're going to share it out there, then you are putting yourself out there for scrutiny. But like at the same time, it's the same thing as like all of these families that are in the news right now that have tragically lost their kids, like that stabbing that happened in the school off campus, housing that just happened recently in Idaho. And it's like, oh my god, like there's 4 children that lost their lives, right? Like they're children, but they're not even barely adults, right? And there's
Right.
everybody's having speculation and criticism about that. And then there are these other children that a lot of this had gone on during the pandemic, like that kind of got lost within the system, like through CPS and DCF and all these other things, like that all of a sudden came up missing because they weren't going to school because they didn't have to go to school, and then they've come up missing, and then they're now deceased and all these other things. And everyone's like criticizing and placing blame. But the fact of the matter is that no matter what, at the end of the day, when an innocent child is victimized in any which way, and a family suffers a loss, you just don't have the right to say anything negative.
Yeah, you don't poke and prod at the person. My God.
Just let them be. You
Uh,
know, that's just my own thing. And maybe it's being raised in, the church, me being raised as to respect your elders, have respect for the dead, all of that stuff, right? Just
exactly.
simple facts. You just don't go about it to go, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Just like even with small things, like even with Bobbles with that fucking Emma thing happening and Cray Cray when her aunt, you know what? I backed up off both of them and was respectful about that and gave them their space. I didn't come at them in any way,
No,
shape, or form. And like, it's like, damn, they couldn't even let me go
it
to
was
court in peace to take care of important shit.
right.
It's like, there's just no respect. It's just totally different mentalities. And we can't talk sense into people like that, clearly.
Well, that's the difference between class and trash.
Yes.
And that's
Ding, ding, ding. Where is my horn?
that's the difference between class and trash. You know, there is a huge, huge difference. Okay.
Heck yeah, there is.
And so I spoke about, and it wasn't on my platform that one night, but it was on Ashley's platform, and she has it still up there. And we got into a live one night, and we started speaking about, I came up and I was speaking about a bunch of things with her,
Yeah.
and I was speaking about my niece, and I was speaking about the tragedy that had happened. Uh,
Mhm.
And I also was speaking about another YouTuber at one time that like was part of the case because she got named in uh, the court filings, in the proceedings. Okay, um, and it's not defamation, but it's written in stone, like it's written in the court documents. It's in the discovery, okay?
Mhm.
And I was just speaking about it, and I was like, okay, this person was spoken about in the discovery. It happened. They were a part of it in terms of being a part of. Obviously, they were a big enough part to be named in the discovery files when it came to the court filings.
Mhm.
And I was going to play part of her rebuttal to it tonight, but I'm not going to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some of the responses. Okay, if you guys are following along with me here,
Okay.
because I don't want to make this long-winded. Okay, but basically, I was speaking about basically the nitty gritty of this is that my niece was killed, was one of 20 children that was killed in a school massacre in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. There were 26 victims total, 6 adults, 20 children, and my niece was one of them. And that's it at the end of the day. Okay, that's the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we're gonna break it down, we're gonna be real simple, stupid about it. That's what happened. Obviously, it hurts me to the core. It has taken me a long time to even publicly speak about this. Okay. It has taken a long time. There will never be any justice for any of our families because the only justice that would happen would be to have these children become alive again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That would be the only justice in my mind. Okay.
Right.
And so outside of that, yes, there are a lot of things that have been done that are going to help shape the way that schools have security in place. Okay. Hopefully. And we have all been big proponents in just making very small changes behind the scenes with the school systems and the way that they have security, the way that they have not just regular glass, but bulletproof glass. All of these things in place. Okay. All of these things, little things. Okay.
Mhm.
That add up to a very bigger picture of saving a child's life. Okay.
Right.
um, when I spoke about this on SG's platform, that person that was, very big in the, I don't know, I want to say, like the community in terms of inserting herself into that event, becoming
Mhm.
friendly with people in
Yeah.
that, all these things, right? That's named in these court documents. I spoke nothing other than the truth, okay, about that person being part and named in the court documents and in the discovery, okay, for a certain court case.
Mhm.
I was reciting from the fucking court documents myself, right? And I was accused of being, disingenuous, putting her on blast, um,
It's a
inciting,
public
yeah,
court
like
record.
it's
Public.
just,
Public.
yes.
Hello.
If you didn't want yourself spoken about, then don't be part of the public record.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly. Quit inserting yourself in everybody's tragedies.
Right. Exactly. And so what I did was I it took me a very long time, and she did a live stream and it was like how I'm being disingenuous and all these other things. Speaking about what I was speaking about, right? Wants to prove me wrong, wants to say that my niece is not my niece all of a sudden. That's ridiculous. Like that's re-victimizing somebody.
Fake victim. They literally, or well,
Yeah,
he literally called Cindy a fake victim.
yeah.
Like, wow.
How
That's
am I?
real ballsy.
Okay. So the hardest comment, and there's a lot of comments to read through. Um, I'm
Drum roll.
sorry. I'm reading a couple of these here.
No
Um,
problem. Take your time, Stan.
I'm not a flying monkey. Okay. So, all right. So like Kimber's 58 writes, "Geez, Louise, everyone is so fake."
Yeah, including her. I had a burner Valentine thing with her name on it off my wall last year. It's just fake.
I mean, and a lot of this got turned around into like supporting SG, like, which that's not, that wasn't a thing of it. Like, if I'm over there, like, whatever it is, right? Lula says she got mad because you ended the friendship and now she's bitter. She ran to SG. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. No, I didn't run to SG with anything. And I'm not bitter about anything. Like, really?
Nothing's surprising me anymore, so I can't hear probably anything that will really shock me anymore.
Okay, so
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Crossroads and Cats, big black hole of insanity over there. Okay. And then the other comment that's made is from just another channel, Connie M.
Okay.
It says, it's bad enough SG is stalking your every move on YouTube, and now she's going to have someone speak on something they knew nothing about until you explained it to her. Tiffany, there are a bunch of busybodies in this community. I'm over it. They like hearing themselves talk. It's like it's your life, but they need those subs. And then Tiff writes, it's really out of hand, Connie. I mean, this woman who I never mentioned, quite frankly, said nothing but nice things about is doing this to me today. Blew my mind. And
Well,
then and then she writes, Tiffany, no morals whatsoever. You were kind to her. I watched her on your panel talk about this. But this was her niece when she told it. I've seen so many flip floppers and liars in this community. It makes me.
wow, that's kind of funny. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Are you talking about what?
I'm sorry. No, nothing. Nothing. When you said she's seen a lot of flip floppers, I just thought that was a little funny.
I mean, am I being a flip flopper? Like,
No, not you.
oh,
Not you. Just other people in the community.
right. Okay. And then Connie writes, Tiff, yeah, it's just wrong on so many levels. Of course, she knows that too. So why do people go to such levels? What did anyone ever do to her? You surely didn't. I don't get why someone can flip so fast on someone and even talk about such a subject to someone who has proven to be so damn vicious and vile.
How to flip so fast? Tiffany went live and said, if anyone goes, oh, geez, don't come over here. That's
Right,
flipping pretty fast. I
right.
mean, I don't know. Like, I'm good with Connie right now, but Connie has flipped on me herself a couple times. So,
You know,
I mean, people get pulled in. I get it. And that happened with that whole Bibles thing and got
I
pulled
know.
in and sucked in. But it's just so exhausting. Like, please open your eyes once and for all and see what is going on. But I don't know. Like, I would think that I think that's a little insensitive of a comment, especially considering what she's gone through. And
Right.
then to have that kind of outlook on you and your loss, I find
Well,
that
that's
to be
exactly.
insensitive. I
Well,
mean, I'll say that. Yeah, it's pretty
exactly.
insensitive. And taking shots at you unnecessarily. I'm quite sure you've never done anything. You don't do anything that, and you don't talk about, you don't take shots at people. So
Like,
I find that to be kind
oh,
of
yeah.
unnecessarily rude comment.
I just I can't understand, like some of me just can't understand why some of this happens.
Mhm.
Um and I probably will never understand, and that's probably part of
Exactly true. We will never understand because the
probably part of
caliber of people out there of weirdos is not for us to understand. It's just
mm-mm, mm-mm, no.
there's no making sense of it. As
Mm-hmm.
much as we try, Tiffany H just doesn't get why she should wear a seatbelt. She's still fighting for the right to not wear a seatbelt. I'm like amazed. Like, what is so fucking wrong about a seatbelt? I honestly think it's uncomfortable on her fat rolls, and she doesn't like the feel of it. Honestly, is what I think.
Very difficult thing to understand. Like, how you can even make sense of that. Hey, Quick Vic, I see you in here. Hey, Journals of Awakening, thank you for coming in. Sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just having a quick conversation with Sharon here about some stuff, and I'll get to you guys in a second.
And I
Um,
can't see the chat. So hi everybody.
yeah. So, thank you. Hit the like, please. Hit the like whether you're in the
Yeah,
bushes.
everybody, thumbs up for Cindy.
Thank you, thank you. Um, no, I'm just what was I gonna say? It's some stuff is like it's like you're never gonna comprehend why certain things happen. You know what I'm saying?
And and certain the truth of it is there's just some assholes out there that like to do and say things just to purposely upset us or get a rise out of us. There's assholes like that too that it doesn't make sense. They're doing it just to be dicks. So you're always gonna have that mixed in too.
Absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. It's you're gonna Thank you, Chris, so much. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Um. Oh, Hugs. Hey. Hugs is in here. He's trolling
All
us.
right, hugs.
How are you, Hugs?
I couldn't hear who you said. I didn't know you
I
said
said
it.
Hugs. Oh, Chris, Demon Eyes. Chris, aka Demon Eyes, says
What's
thumbs
up,
up.
Chris?
Um. Hey, Tina. How are you?
Tina.
Everybody come in and say hello. What's going on? Quick Vic, what do you say? F the seatbelt? What? F the seatbelt?
Oh God, you better check and make sure you got to verify that that's really him now.
I want to make sure. Oh, God. He says F the seatbelt. I don't know why.
What do you mean F the seatbelt? As far as what? Like F the seatbelt, don't wear it? F the seatbelt, I don't know. The point is this. Okay, yeah, it's her choice, right? We don't care. Wear the seatbelt, don't wear the seatbelt. We really don't care if she wears a seatbelt. But I say it matters because she clearly failed on already teaching her kids to get in the car and buckle up. Like most kids, like you would teach your kids automatically when you get in a car, you put your fucking seatbelt in. She already failed at that. So she's already late to the game of teaching her kids that. So therefore, it is important for her to wear it for the kids' sake. Monkey see, monkey do. Kids emulate what their parents do. So
Yeah.
if she's a positive role model and puts the seatbelt on, regardless of how uncomfortable it is on her multiple fat rolls, that's what you
I
need to
don't even know.
do for the well-being of the kids. Now, come on. I'm not even a mother, and if I had a kid, I would want to protect that kid in every way possible. And I would not ignore a safety method such as a seatbelt that would save. I mean, I just can't fathom. She went home from the hospital with no car seat for the baby. And she sat there and said that, oh, well, sometimes we forget and it's no big deal, basically. What? What parent to be doesn't have a car seat ready when they go to the hospital to give birth? I don't understand. And this,
I mean, I can't even. So, like, for me, it was a different situation. Like, so typically when you're leaving the hospital with a baby, right, your back row of your car SUV, the car seat goes in the middle, right? And it faces
yeah,
backwards, right? That's typically how it goes. Well, I left the hospital with twins. So I had two babies, right? So what do we have to do? So we went before the kids were ever born, and all local fire departments and most police departments
we'll
will do
show you how to do it.
as a public service announcement to let everybody know.
Nice.
They will make sure. Now, your car might be brand new. It might be 5 years old. It might be 10 years old. It might be 15 years old. Every car has different latch systems for security for just car seats in general, right?
And not for nothing, some of them car seats are complicated as hell.
So effing complicated,
I
right? So
swear.
what I wanted was to put two car seats in a car when it's technically only supposed to be one in the middle. I had to do two, one on either end, right, of the back seat. And I said, okay, I want to make sure this is done securely.
Now, yeah, now that's the difference. Yeah,
And
you do what you do to make sure your kid's safe, and then how do you just not have one? My
friggin',
God.
whatever, wherever my stomach was. And I said, can you please make sure my car seats are installed correctly to the fire department one day?
Mhm.
And they have these events, and if you ever look them up, they will have these public events where they are doing car seat checks. Even if you have them already in your car, they're going to make sure they're secure, all these other things, right?
No recalls or whatever.
Like just like simple things like making sure the seatbelt, they might be able to give you another latch depending on how old your car is. They change the rules all the time.
Right.
So here I am, like, okay, I got to make sure everything is done right from the get go. And
Mhm.
that's what I did. So before I even left the hospital with these kids in their car carriers, which you just plopped into the fucking thing, right? And they face backwards,
Right.
they were at least secure. And I
I
knew.
hate that how they gotta face backwards. That bugs
Oh my
me.
god. So like every
Yeah.
one of our vehicles had to make sure they had these because they were you had the car carriers and they secured themselves into the bases. So every one of my family's cars, so my car, my husband's car at the time, my mother's car, my mother-in-law's car, we all had now my sister-in-laws and I all had kids in the same year. So we all bought and registered for the same car seats. So we could all interchange them within our vehicles.
Oh. Mhm.
So if anybody ever had to take any of the other kids, they were all interchangeable, which
Nice.
made sense, right? We had 4 kids in my family born in 1 year,
Oh, wow.
2 of which were mine. So we did that, like, strategically thinking, "Well, if anybody ever has to take somebody else's kid, we all have the same things."
Thinking, preparing, thinking ahead. Try that, TH.
"Hey, DJ, how are you?" Oh my gosh. This
Cindy,
is
I'm gonna jump down now, okay?
my Euro boyfriend. Oh my god, my Euro hubby. Hmm. Love you, DJ. How are you? Oh my goodness. So, um, yes. So it's just about fucking safety. Excuse me. It's about safety.
Yeah. Safety and common sense. Come on. How do you not? I just don't get it. I don't know.
Mm.
Sorry, Cindy. I'm gonna jump down.
Tita, thank you so much. Oh, Sharon, thank you for coming up, sweetheart. Are you good?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I was in your stream earlier. I just couldn't comment. I was on Polo's phone. I was editing on mine. But yeah. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Bye,
Mm.
Cindy. I'll
Mm.
still be on. I'll be listening. Okay. All
Thank you.
right, bye.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up, sweetheart.
Absolutely. Okay. Good night.
Let it rip. Yeah, thanks. Oh my god. Yeah, so Tina, so yes. Yes. So here's the thing. 100%. So here's the crazy part, right? So I like driving older cars, right? So I have a truck that's a little bit older. Hey Honda, how are you, baby? I have a truck that's a little bit older, like, and so it doesn't do all of the things that like newer cars do. We also have a truck that's newer in our household. I can't even put that thing into gear or release the e-brake until all seatbelts are secured in the vehicle. Thank you, Honda. Yes. Everybody please smash the like. Um, I can't even put it into gear. So like if any of our squad, we call them a squad, our 4 kids, anybody has, I can't, if as the driver, I can't move the vehicle in reverse if I'm gonna go down my driveway because it automatically engages the e-brake and it will not disengage the e-brake or put it into gear until all the seatbelts are on in the car. That's just safety feature that the new cars are coming with, which it drives me nuts because sometimes like if I gotta back out and I'm so short, I'm like 5'1" at best, and I'm used to putting the thing in reverse, punching myself like turning myself around, you know, putting it in reverse, you know, and then put my seatbelt on as I get going. So it's a whole new thing that I've had to learn. But my kids know, and I have done this since my kids were little. They do not move in my vehicle until they have a seatbelt on. And I don't care if we're going to be late for school. Thank you for sharing, Honda. I appreciate it, sweetheart. Thank you. I don't care if we're going to be late for school. Nothing. There is nothing about it that I will sit there until everybody is ready to go. You know? And that's just me being responsible. Yes, your husband's new electric truck will not even let you start it. Oh, shoot. Well, that's even a newer feature. Wow. Damn. I mean, I think we remote start the cars a lot of times. So we're not even in them. But yes, otherwise, yes. But yeah, um, yeah, we all have to just be safe. I mean, listen, as long as your kids are taken care of, you know, that's the most important part. I mean, I think, you know. Um, oh, sorry guys, hold on one second. Like moving here. I got all the dogs sitting with me. Yes, yes, Honda, please. Yes. Honda's dropping her link in here. Please sub to Honda. Yes. Yeah, yeah, Tina, you're right. So like even with the new car that we have, the one of the safety features is that if you turn off the vehicle, you know how so many times people can leave, unfortunately, a small child, like in the hot or in the cold, and they and they have issues, like things that happen. My car will not let you even leave the vehicle without alerting you that something's on a seat, which is awesome. Oh, Hannah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. I finally got the antibiotic. Guys, if you guys don't know, I haven't gone live or I haven't really been online much. I was so sick for like 4 weeks almost with this bronchitis. And I finally was able to get an antibiotic, which was so difficult. It was so difficult in and of itself. Tina, I am going to do a video, if not tomorrow, very early in the week. I had to, if you didn't hear me earlier tonight, I had to redo the entire Christmas tree tonight, which we didn't expect to have to do. But the whole thing almost fell over, and we had to like re-stabilize the whole base of it. So it was like ridiculous. Oh my God, really, JLM? Really? That's ridiculous. That's, don't even get me started on the court systems and all that kind of crap, please. Honda, no, I didn't have the flu. It was a upper respiratory infection, bronchitis. It was definitely not the flu. It was definitely not the vid. It was definitely not anything else. It was just, so Honda, I have like 7 trees that I usually do in my house. They're all fake. Sometimes we get a real one too, but this year I could not put everything up because that's another part of what I'm doing in my video. Um, we just we just demoed the entire upstairs of our house, and we're rebuilding the entire upstairs. So the kids don't have rooms anymore upstairs. My entire upstairs is my kids' rooms, but we're gonna take the roof off, and we're kind of building out a little bit. So each of the kids has their own room. So now everything of the kids is either downstairs in the house or out in the garage or down around the corner at my in-laws' house. So we're doing this in the midst of like decorating for Christmas, so I couldn't put up all my trees this year. But we have some up, and it's really cute. No, I didn't know Breezy has COVID. No random says, Tina, where have you been today? I did not know Breezy had the vid. I knew she was sick. I thought she had the same thing that I did. Yeah, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing where I kind of show it around a little bit. I'm glad you guys were all up late with me tonight. Oh, nice, Tina. You did your tree with all blue trim. I usually do a color theme. I usually do mine with a color theme. My theme has always been like white and sparkles with gold and silver and like rose gold. So I have a lot of that. And that also is embodying like the regular traditional Christmas tree with the red and the green and the white and all the kids' ornaments and things like that. It's funny. I can still hear my TV going on in my other room with the surround sound, and everything's like, I don't even know what's playing in there. And my man's sleeping on the couch, and all the dogs are in bed with me right now. And I'm talking to all you guys. Yeah, like I do a whole thing with I have a whole nutcracker like shelf that I do on one of my displays in my dining room. I mean, there's got to be over 30 nutcrackers up there. And then we have the big ones over by our fireplace. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, Rich, how are you? Thank you for coming in, honey. So good to see you. Oh, Tina, hang on. I'm going back through the comments here. Oh, Tina, that's awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. That's really nice. I'm so sorry, Tina. Hey, Wendy, how are you? I'm gonna let everybody say hello to each other. I'm good, Wendy. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I was talking a little bit about stuff earlier. Hugs. Hugs is the best. I love hugs. Thank you, Wendy. Same to you, honey. Happy holidays to you, too. Happy holidays to you, too. Happy holidays to everybody. Please, everybody, make sure if you're coming in or you're in the bushes or you're on your way out to just click that like button. I so appreciate it. It helps to get the algorithm going. You know, I got to get that mojo going over here. Yes, Anda. Yeah, so what I was speaking about a little earlier, guys, was I've got 10 days is upon the 10-year anniversary of my niece's death in the school shooting that happened here in Connecticut, the huge massacre. And, you know, 10 years is a very pinnacle point. You know, every year, obviously, every day of every year, of every moment, I think of her all the time. And so I am just, you know, it's a very poignant time, looking back on 10 years ago as to when this happened and like, the things that have changed within the school systems. Ah, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it, sweetheart. And so I was talking a little bit about that before, is like how, you know, myself as a content creator, and I don't know if anybody has seen my, I've had a couple community posts because I realized I had a community page recently. I was like, oh wow, this is great, and I put a couple things out there. But my channel is based on me talking about my life, my yeah, thank you, Rich. My channel is based on talking to you guys about my life, about things that I'm going through. But like it's not all bad, and it's about my process of going through things. Hey Breezy, how are you, baby? And I think the hardest thing, and I was talking to Sharon about this a little earlier when she was on panel with me, is the fact that I have gotten denounced. I have been talked about and told that I was not a victim. I'm a fake victim, that was not my niece, that was not my family, yada, 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 by people that I have befriended on YouTube and whatnot. And you know what? Here's the thing. At the end of the day, if those are the kinds of things you want to say about me and the kinds of things that you want to do and the kinds of things you want to put videos out there about and try to denounce me and try to sway people from not supporting me, then you know what? Anybody that buys into that kind of rhetoric are a bunch of assholes, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to say it right from the rip, and that's how I believe it to be. Okay? I don't even know what a fake fucking victim is because that is not even within my scope of my brain and how it is. It's just so ridiculous. No, and you're right, Hugs. You're absolutely right. I don't need people like that in my life, and you're absolutely right. But here's the thing, I also need to make sure that I speak about it when and if they say something, because I was never aware that people were like this. And maybe that's my naivety of being on YouTube or being in the internet sector or whatever you want to call it. The people that are my people are all here right now. Oh, Tina, yeah, absolutely. All right, Jellum, you have a good night too. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, no, Tina, you listen, I've walked away. I have walked away. Oh my God, Rich, really? Oh my God. I am so sorry. Jesus. Oh, prayers to your family, honey. It does hurt. It does hurt. And you know what? F them. But you know what? Here's the thing. We have to be supportive of each other. And that's where I have such a good core group of people right here, right now. Okay. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I have 25 people in my live chat right now. Whether you're talking or not, or you're in the bushes, I am so grateful to have such a good support system. And that means the world to me. And I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys know that. Because that is the most amazing thing. And we can go through what we got to go through, and we will be here to support each other. And I'm telling you, I am watching these cases on the news about these kids that were killed on their college campus, all of these things that have happened with younger children that are missing, and all of these things that are happening. And it breaks my heart. Like every single one of them, like I attach myself to, like I follow it, like I watch it religiously. And like, my family's like, oh my God, Sim, what are you doing? I'm like, I couldn't help my niece because it happened so suddenly and so tragically. And so I want to be able to just help figure things out for other people if I can, you know? I watch these things. I'm just so like, oh, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, thank you. And likewise, you know, thank you. I'm okay with it right now. It's taken me this long to be able to speak about it publicly. I want to be able to be there as even if I'm just speaking about the loss of a child, even if somebody else is listening, like to help them, to support them in any which way. It is the most ridiculously catastrophic. Oh, I can't even put it into words sometimes. There's no adjectives to describe how horrific, how so emotional it is to go through something like that. Oh, Wendy, thank you. We are here for you, sweetheart. We are here for you. And you know that. I hope you do. Jessica, what's up, baby girl? Where are you? Oh, Tina, no. Listen, we're all here for each other. Rich, I'm not minimizing anybody talking about anything here. I'm just kind of going through the chat real quick because it's going by a little fast. Um, Hang on. Tina, no, we're here for you. If you ever need anything, sweetheart, please. If my email is in my about section, I think that's the only thing that's written in my about section. You can always reach out to me, please. Do not ever hesitate. Okay? And I want you to know that. Rich, you know, mass shootings, no, they don't trigger me like you think a trigger is. But yes, it definitely triggers me in the sense of like I'm very aware. Um, I want no families to go through this. You know, I want no families to go through this ever. You know, I mean, it has what I have been through has shaped the entire way I operate as a human being, which was always in a very good, thoughtful way. But it just changes the way you think. It changes the way you act. It changes the way you do everything in your day to day. Oh, Sharon. Yes. Tina, sweetheart, honestly, Sharon has my number. My email is in my about section. You can always, if you're going to shoot me a text and let me know who you are. Um, Please, we're all here. I mean, I am not a certified social worker, but let me tell you something. I could probably be the best shoulder to lean on, um, a really good sense of advice, and yada, yada, yada. Oh, look at this. See, guys, this is what's amazing about this community. Wendy says, well, Tina, I might not know you, but I'm always here for you whenever you need somebody to talk to, okay? See, guys, this is what I love about us, okay? I just want to tell you guys, I love you all. I love you all so much because you know what? You all are so amazing. You all are so amazing. And this room right now, the love and the support and what we have and the vibe we have going, listen, this is all I ever want. Okay? Yes, hugs, right? When you find good people, hold on to them as long as you can. Abso-freaking-lutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself. My God. If you guys need anything, like, listen, this is a sense of a community where we can all support each other, even if we don't even know each other. But this is what we have here. This is what we have. I'm so glad. I am so glad I went live again tonight. I'm so glad I have you guys here. I just can't even thank you guys enough. I really can't. Sure, no fake friends here. No, no, no. Nope. We're all here for each other. We are. Oh, Wendy, thank you. No, it's you guys that are awesome. I mean, I just have a platform that you guys can all come in and like everybody knows to be cool here. Yes, Rich, a place to vent and talk with. Absolutely. And there's a lot of freaking crazy places. Yeah, Handy. I'm saying Handy. Honda. I got your number, don't you worry. Oh my God. I just wanted to feel better so I could come live, which I finally do today. I'm on like the fourth day of the antibiotics and like the fourth week of being sick. Oh, Handy. I'm going to call you Handy from now. As long as you have a scooter. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I know, Sharon. Seriously, I've been sick for freaking forever. Honda got me sick. I blame it on her. So if anybody wants to blame somebody, it's Honda's fault. Because she got me sick. Just cause. Oh. You guys, I want to make something to eat. But here's the thing. I want to get something to eat in my house. But if I go to get something to eat, here's what happens. The dogs who are sleeping with me right now, they're all under covers in bed. They all get up. They all get up. So they all, the two of them. Secretly, let me tell you guys, can I tell you guys a secret? I want to get a third dog. And everybody thinks I'm bluffing about this. But I'm seriously going to show up one day. I'm going to seriously, oh, you eat fried pickles, yeah. Kenny, what the fuck? Where you been, man? Oh my God. Oh, Kenneth in the bushes. I have to go get something to eat, but like these dogs are gonna come out like crazy. But here's my secret. Okay, what kind of dog do I want to get? I want to get another Chihuahua. Straight up. Okay, get another long-haired Chihuahua like I had before. My number one, he was 14 years old. His name was Jack Attack. Good night, Jessica. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Thank you. No hugs. Mine don't wake up at the mere mention of food. Mine only wake up when they hear certain sounds. They're so conditioned to know what certain sounds are in my house. So, for example, if I go to the kitchen and I go to you'll get a glass of water, they know not to get up, right? Or if I'm pouring myself a glass of, I don't know, iced tea out of the fridge. But if I open up a bag that sounds like cheese, oh, fucking forget it. They're going to come running. They're gonna come running. Yeah, Honda. So I'm gonna get a Chihuahua. No one knows about this. Well, everybody knows about this in my family, but they all think I'm bluffing. So I'm gonna get another long-haired Chihuahua, and it's gonna be a boy, and I'm gonna name him Diego. So I keep warning everybody, Diego is coming someday, and they're like, "Who the fuck is Diego?" I'm like, "Diego's the dog that doesn't exist. That's gonna exist in our house someday, and he's gonna be my dog, and he's gonna be all mine." And he's gonna come with me to work, and he's gonna be my dog. Because I got this beautiful rescue dog, Lola. I wanted another girl in the house when I lost my other Chihuahua, and I'm like, oh, I rescued this dog. It took forever to get approved for a dog, blah blah blah. And she loves me, but she only loves me when no one else is around. I'm like, does this bitch understand that I'm the one that feeds her and gives her everything and all this other stuff? And she doesn't understand this. No, no, no. No, no, no. Nope. All right, hang on, I'm reading the chat here. I'm reading what Tina's saying. Oh, sorry guys, I'm a little behind in the chat. I was talking about my dog. So I'm gonna get Man, what are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. It was nice to see you. The fuck is that? So here's the other thing. Yeah. Just wait. There's gonna be a dog that shows up at my house. Everyone's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And third dog? I'm like, I got 4 fucking kids. And I got 2 dogs. And I got all these other animals in the house. Forget about it. It's gonna be fine. I do it all anyways. It's all on me. It's all on me. So that's that. What else you can do? I just have to find the Chihuahua. If anybody knows of a Chihuahua, let me know. You know, one that's up for adoption, one that's up for being stolen. No, I'm just joking. Thank you, Wendy. I am feeling better already. Thank you. It kind of comes and goes. It's like one day I'm good and the next day I'm not. But it's good. It's all good. Thank you, Hannah. Everybody, please hit the like button. Yeah, hugs. I have checked. I have definitely checked local shelters. I am so on the register when it comes to so many of these rescue organizations. Yeah. We'll see what comes up again. I'm hoping something comes up. Oh, it's like she knows I'm talking about her. My baby's waking up. Oh no. She just had to shift. These dogs take over my entire bed. It's amazing. These two small dogs and they take over my entire bed. She's such a little bitch. I love this little girl. My little girl. Yeah, so I have a puggle and I have an Italian Greyhound mix that was the rescue. So I have Louie and I have Lola. We're just going to keep getting more. I'm just going to get more dogs. Yeah, hugs are so cute together too. Yeah, Rich, you have pugs. So this one's a puggle. So the beagle in him, it's crazy because when you have a mixed breed, like a crossbreed like that, they embody both sides of their genetics. So like he snuggles like a puggle, like a pug, where he gets into the blankets and he sleeps and he cuddles and he's so good. But his senses are so heightened like a beagle. So his sense of hearing and smell. So he's like all over the place sometimes during the day. And then like he crashes at night, you know. Oh, all you guys are talking about your dogs. Look at you have one pug. Oh yeah, pugs are great. They really are. All right, Tina says I have a pit and a German short-haired Weimar mix. And a Yorkie poo. Oh wow. So you have different. Wow, it's all different. Wow. Wendy, you are looking to Wendy. You don't have to say in here. I think you're fairly close to me, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I'm in the Northeast and I have a friend that does strictly pit rescues. So if you're looking for a specific pit, this person I know may have one or get you in contact with somebody that has the same type of dog. I'm sure a lot of shelters have pets. I mean, if you want it from a puppy, I don't know if you want a purebred or what you're looking for. All right. Mean. Really? Come on. I'm naming you bullshit. Rich, have a great night. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Okay, Wendy. It doesn't even have to be a puppy. All right. Because I know a bunch of people. Do me a favor. Shit. In my about section, Wendy, is my email. I mean, you can send me an email if you have Honda's number or Breezy's. They have my number. They can text you my phone number, and you can shoot me a text. Or if you want me to text you, if they want, So yeah, let me know. Because I know a lot of people that have dogs like that are up, they're up for adoption and all that stuff. You know what I mean? All right, Sienna, you have a good night too. I'm gonna be hitting the hay soon. You guys, I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow so I can show you the Christmas explosion that we did in my house. I had to redo the entire Christmas tree today. Ugh, it's a long story. The whole thing almost fell over, which we had to take down and put back up together. Christmas explosion. Hugs, you have no idea. And I couldn't even do all of it this year. Oh yeah, Wendy, send me an email. Shoot me an email, let me know it's you. And then I will get you in touch with some people this week. We'll talk more, okay? Sound good? Hugs, wait till you see the Christmas explosion in my house. You guys want to see Christmas explosion? Wait till after Santa comes. I'm gonna show you the Christmas explosion in my house after Santa comes. Freaking nuts. All right, Wendy, good night, sweetheart. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. And we're gonna continue this tomorrow because now Cindy is feeling a little bit better. I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep tonight, but I'm finally not like coughing up a lung. The antibiotics are kicking in. Yeah, it's only taken like 4 weeks, but it's good. It's all good. And I have my whole family here. I love you guys a long time. Thank you so much for coming in. Please make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed and you share. And I want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. And I couldn't do this without you guys. So I love you a long time. We will share more in the Christmas explosion tomorrow in my house. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a great night, everybody. I love you a long time. Bye.